Just over a year since the passing of Dr. Billy Graham, his grandson Roy Graham spoke at the recent National Religious Broadcasters Convention in Anaheim, California, about how they're continuing his grandfather's legacy to share the simple message of preaching the gospel around the world. Roy reflected on the outpouring of love to his grandfather and his family when the world was mourning the loss of Dr. Graham in February last year.
You know, it still brings tears to my eyes today to think of the love and the respect these people had for my grandfather. Only reason why is because of what he went out and shared with them. And he shared that about the gospel, gave a simple gospel message, and people responded to it. And these people remembered that. And it was what a wonderful thing to get to see that take place. You know, having to bury a grandparent, that was my final grandparent that I had to bury. You know, that's a tough thing to watch. You realize you're losing a whole generation. And that was his largest crusade ever. I think there was 5 million devices, if I'm correct, of how many people viewed my grandfather's funeral during that time.
Graham went on to highlight how both his father Franklin and his brother Will are helping to continue his grandfather's legacy, particularly through their recent gospel festivals in Australia and the Philippines.
Australia, we went into a bunch of different cities. We went all the way up to Darwin. And when the invitation was given to accept Christ, they stood up by the groves and came forward. Like 2/3 of these people stood up to come accept Christ for a first-time decision. And then right across the water in the Philippines, my brother was speaking. And you know, he had 150,000 people join him in his crusade. And that's his largest event that he's ever held so far yet. But that's an incredible number of people who came, and we had a real high percentage. The number of people that came to accept Christ during that time period was higher than our normal average. So that was wonderful to see how the Holy Spirit was working.
Graham concluded by sharing what his father Franklin has said about how they plan to continue to do the work his grandfather began.
Well, he said we weren't going to change anything. We're going to keep on keeping on, was the rest of the comment. We're going to keep on preaching the gospel until God comes home.
Peter Wooding for the Global News Alliance.
Alpha, Omega.